Hi, I'm Stevie Fernandez.
And I'm Trish Whitmer. It's good to see you here with us again for Back to School Week on Explore Tulsa.
Now, 1930 was a big year in history. Did you know that that was the year that Major League Baseball ruled that when a ball bounced into the stands, it was no longer a home run, just an automatic double?
Closer to home, in December of 1930, construction began on the Pensacola Dam. Why is that so funny?
You said the D word on TV.
What are you, like 9? The Pensacola Dam is a major part of Oklahoma and American history.
You said it again.
Justin Alberti from the Grand River Dam Authority tells us all about the Pensacola Dam history, now celebrating its 75th anniversary.
For Oklahoma and for Oklahomans who haven't seen this really is an engineering marvel. The Pensacola Dam was really the dream of a lot of people going back to the 19th century. A man named Henry Halderman, as early as I believe it was 1898 or somewhere along in there, actually did an engineering survey along the Grand River, looking for acceptable sites for the dam. It would be close to another 50 years before the dam was built. In 1935, GRDA was created, and the whole reason GRDA was created was really to have an organization in place to build this dam. About 3,000 men came from all over. Of course, this was a rugged rural area at the time, and they built this dam. It's a multiple arch design, 51 arches. The reason it's a multiple arch design is because during that time in history, materials were scarce during the Great Depression. Manpower was abundant, and this type of structure takes not as much material, not as much steel, takes a lot of concrete and a lot of manpower, which they were able to have. You know, when they poured this concrete, it was a 24/7 pour for months at a time, around the clock pour of concrete for months at a time. The Grand River Dam Authority, of course, was put in place, kind of oversaw the construction, and it has maintained and managed and operated the Pensacola Dam ever since. It is Oklahoma's first hydroelectric facility, but when the dam was built with those big turbines, of course, we're talking the late 30s, early 40s, a lot of critics said, you're never going to have a market for all that electricity. You know, that was back in the days when everybody had, you know, the one outlet hanging from their light bulb where maybe they had their iron. Then the war effort came along, and Uncle Sam took control of the dam in early 1941, just about a year after it was completed, and it was operated to really kind of help fuel the war effort. You know, munitions plants, I believe Camp Gruber, places like that, received power from this location during the war years. You could look at the structure and not see, I mean, if our engineers from 1940 who built this were here today and they could look at this, I'm sure they'd be proud, because they're not going to see any major changes to the structure at all. It's still doing what it was designed to do, the same way it was designed to do it. What really makes it special is when you think about 75 years ago, the men and the women who out here like we are today, when it's going to probably reach 100 degrees or better, out here working in those conditions for all summer, for a couple of summers, and in the winter time as well, to build this so that we can have this lake here today. We have some photographs of people out on the water really before you would say the dam was totally completed. So really that first summer, 1940, the lake pretty much filled up then. I'm not sure they would have anticipated that much popularity of the water as a water playground that day. This is a 46,500 surface acre lake, highly developed with all kinds of places to live, with a waterfront view, large marinas, restaurants on the water, plenty of room for sailing and fishing and recreation. But really, if you just look at it, it's still this grand old dam, they say, doing what it always has done.